Hi, I'm Chef Mark of Forte Restaurant. Stay tuned. When we come back, you're going to be making a fettuccine with black mussels and artichokes. Welcome back. We're going to be making our own fresh pasta today here at the restaurant. Starting off with a little bit of 00 flour, 2 fresh whole eggs, a little splash of olive oil, and that is it. Fresh pasta is very easy to make. Just work it a little bit with a fork, and then just work it with your hands. This takes a little bit of time. You want to work the gluten in the pasta. We're going to be making a fettuccine noodle today. Now that we've rolled the dough out and flattened it a little bit, you can see it's pretty pliable. We've worked it really well. So we're just going to roll the sheet right through it. Make sure you flour it a little bit, otherwise it'll stick. You want to roll it over itself a few times to laminate it. So you can see it's starting getting longer and longer. And that's about where we're going to take it today. We're going to move the pasta machine out of the way. As you can see, we got a nice piece of pasta dough. We're going to cut it. We don't want too big of pieces of fettuccine. You're going to take the 2 pieces and stack them up to each other. Cut right here. And then we're going to roll it up, almost like you would a cigar, I guess, but I'm sure there's other things that you roll up that aren't like a cigar. And we're just going to cut into strips. And this is how we're getting fettuccine. We're going to unroll them. And there you go. Homemade fettuccine. What you want to do at this point, you want to let them dry a little bit. So just let them hang for a little bit in the kitchen for like 20 minutes and they're ready to go. Now it's time to prep the vegetables for the fettuccine we're doing. So what we have here is baby artichokes. I'm sure some people have seen them at the market before. You can use a regular big artichoke if you like, but these are actually a little easier to work with. All you have to do is peel off the baby leaves. What we're going to do right here is just cut off the top part. All we're going to use is this part right here, just this little piece. And we're going to trim it up a little bit so it's not so hard and thorny. Now artichokes have a tendency to turn brown on you. The best way to prevent this is acid, and the best acid I find is lemon juice. And it's going to go well with the dish we're serving. So a little fresh lemon juice on top. We're going to cut them in half. Then we're going to cut them in quarters again. Now this artichoke for this pasta per se is not going to be fully cooked. It's going to be very crunchy, which is what we're looking for. So right there, they're ready to go. We're going to cook them a little bit of time, and that's going to go in when we cook the vegetables. Next thing we're going to do is garlic and shallots. Garlic, already peeled for us, and a shallot. You can use an onion if you'd like, but shallot has a nice sweetness. And then the garlic, I don't really like to chop garlic because I find it releases too much oil for me. The last component of this dish is an heirloom tomato, which I find has a nice meatiness flavor. I don't want the inside though, because what will happen is it'll make too much juice in the sauce, and we're just looking for a nice texture, nice color from the tomato. So now we're going to start working on preparing this dish and cooking it all together. Now we're going to go ahead and start cooking the actual fettuccine with mussels and artichokes. First thing you want to do is season the water real well with salt. A little bit of olive oil to start off the dish. A little garlic and shallot. A little bit of thyme. Then we're going to add the artichokes now. Now, like I said before, the artichokes are going to be a little crunchy, which is what we're looking for in this dish. Now we're going to add a little bit of Pernod. Pernod is a French liqueur. We're going to season it with a little bit of salt while it cooks. And a little bit of black pepper. As of right now, we're going to add our fresh fettuccine into the boiling salted water. It's going to cook a lot faster than your regular dry pasta. Fresh tomatoes. The last second, we're going to throw in the mussels. The mussels are already cooked, so you don't want them to get overdone. So mussels go in, and a little bit of butter. Butter is going to add a little bit of roundness to the sauce. Okay, toss the fettuccine together. We're going to add the basil. We're just going to tear the basil. So we're just going to plate it in the bowl now. You want to take the fettuccine very gently, because there's a noodle, you don't want it to tear it too much. Just give it a little spin. And that's how we make the fettuccine with black mussels and artichokes here at Forte. Thanks for watching.